Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review along with lip swatches of the new Makeup Geek Plush Matte lipsticks. This is what they look like. They come in, I mean the box itself is nothing exciting. I don't find Makeup Geek's packaging to be that exciting and that kind of out there. I find it to be just quite straightforward and quite practical. This is what it looks like in the box. And these retail in at $12. I bought mine direct from Makeup Geek. To find out how I get makeup shipped to me from the US, I will link the video below as I always do. At some point I'm sure they will come to the UK via beautybay.com, so keep an eye out on their website when they decide to finally launch these. I bought 5 of these and they, as I said, they retail in at $12 each. Now when I first saw them I thought, okay, they're quite small. Look how little they are. They're actually tiny. And they have altogether got, let's have a look, 1.8 mil, so 0.06 fluid ounces. And to give you an idea of how that compares to other brands, I'll just use one that I've got next to me right now, which is one of the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipsticks. Jeffree Star's ones are 0.19 fluid ounces. So this one is obviously quite a lot smaller, but then that is reflected in the price. These cost more. They cost, what, $16, $18? These cost $12. So you're not paying extra money because, well, they are quite tiny. This is what the tube looks like, just quite straightforward, standard plastic packaging. The smell is, bearing in mind I've got a cold, I've got chest infection, my sense of smell is a bit off right now. I'm finally kind of getting my smell back. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell great. The smell is actually not that overpowering. It has got a bit of a chemically smell, but I can see where they may have tried to add some perfume to it, but it's not overpowering or overbearing. They are quite straightforward, flat doe foot applicators to make it easier to cover more of your lips, and then you can place it like this to kind of outline them. So I like these applicators. Let me just read to you what Makeup Geek themselves has said what this product is like, and then I'll let you know whether I agree with them or not. The Plush Lip Mattes are a cross between a cream and a mousse. This unique formula sits on top of the lips for a soft plush feel. With a wide variety of colours crafted in a soft matte finish, you will find a highly pigmented shade for you to love. Cruelty-free, vegan, they are talc and paraben-free as well. Now, I have to say that I agree with them 100%. I mean, it's not often that I don't agree with Makeup Geek. I find that they're one of the best makeup brands on the market at the moment. One of the best, one of the most affordable as well, and they don't scrimp on quality when it comes to making the prices more affordable. Marlena, the owner, has always said that she will always try to keep prices down, but at the same time make sure that you've got a very good quality product. So between a cream and a mousse, most definitely. The only comparison that I can think of, and I always get the name wrong, is the NYX matte lip paints. That same kind of consistency. It's not a liquid lipstick. This has not been marketed as a liquid lipstick. There is never any mention of it being called a liquid lipstick. So that is something to bear in mind, that these aren't liquidy at all. For example, if I was to tip this like that, nothing would start to leak out. When the actual product itself comes out, it is like a thick mousse on the end. And when you apply it to your lips, I find that I have to go into this about 4 or 5 times to get the product to get onto my lips. Because if it was a liquid, it would be more liquidy in consistency, therefore you are able to cover more areas a lot quicker. You can't do that with these. These ones are quite thick and quite moussey, so you have to go back in and out of the tube to keep applying it. Once you apply it to your lips, it feels almost like you've got like a normal lipstick on your lips. They are not sticky by any means. I've had this one, I'm wearing this shade here, Tomboy, on my lips right now. I've had it on my lips for about 4 hours and I can still do this. The same way you can do with normal lipsticks. However, it doesn't come off. It comes off a little bit. There is a little bit of transfer, but it's not so much that you will literally have to reapply it. Now, I find that they look matte on the lips, but they don't feel matte. Like I said, I can feel them I'm able to mush my lips together and move them around quite a bit, which is not a bad thing necessarily. Now, because they are that kind of consistency, it means they are incredibly comfortable on the lips. And when they do start to fade, that's when I find that they get more matte-like a matte liquid lipstick, but then it fades beautifully. There's no cracking, there's no flaking, there's no uncomfortable feeling. These are absolutely excellent. I love these. I give these a 10 out of 10. The quality of them is amazing. I would have preferred maybe a slightly larger tube, because like I said, you have to go in and out of these quite a lot in order to cover all of your lips. And the only thing that I would say is, because they aren't as liquidy, sometimes you can find a little bit of feathering happening while you're applying it. So that's something to bear in mind, that you need to use the end almost like a lip liner to make sure that it stays nice and tidy. Because the actual doe foot applicator is obviously fluffy, it can leave fluff marks as you are applying it. So you just have to make sure that you tidy up nice and neatly. They only transfer, like I said, a tiny little bit, but throughout the day that transferiness disappears. But I have, like I said, never had to reapply these at all. So these are definitely plush matte, so they are a creamy to moussey type of formula. However, I think that these are 100 times better than liquid lipsticks. These to me are what liquid lipsticks should be like. Comfortable feeling, they dry down matte. You're still able to manipulate and move them around. You can move your lips nice and easily as well. You can smack your lips together without them getting stuck together. That is what happens with normal liquid lipsticks, especially the more thicker ones like Anastasia Beverly Hills, that they get, when you smack your lips together, they get stuck. There is no stickiness with these whatsoever at all. So that's it. So I'm going to now wipe this one off, as I always do with a oil-based makeup remover. So I'm just going to use Vaseline, tidy up my mouth a little bit with a little bit of foundation, and I'm going to show you lip swatches of all of the ones that I bought. This one is called Goodie Two-Shoes, and it's a lovely pale pink shade. So as you can see, this is a pink that just about works on my skin tone, because it is a very yellow based pink. But as you guys can see, when it comes out of the tube, the product is already matte as you apply it to the lips. It's not like liquid lipsticks where you apply it and it's like a glossy wet liquid that then turns matte. This one comes out matte. But as you can see, I can smush my lips together, disperse the product nicely, fill out any gaps by doing that as well. And it looks great. So I'm really happy with this lipstick. This one is called Marriage Material, and it's a soft rosy pink shade. So as you can see, this is a gorgeous everyday wearable shade for all skin tones. It's lovely. I do find applying this one a little bit more difficult than the previous one, which is why you guys would have seen it took me a little bit longer to apply. I also do find that, as I said before, I think that these will finish a lot quicker than normal liquid lipsticks. If you've got any dryness on your lips, this will cling to them, so just bear in mind that these are not the kind of lipsticks that are moisturizing per se. They are completely and utterly matte from start to the end. I do like this shade though, it's so pretty. This shade is called Cougar, and it's a vibrant magenta shade. So this is Cougar. As you can see, another gorgeous shade that'll work across the board on all skin tones. I love this. I do have to say that my lips are starting to get stained, yes, just like normal liquid lipsticks, even though these aren't liquid lipsticks, but they are still matte lipsticks, which are long wearing and long lasting and heavily pigmented. Your lips will get stained. So as much as you rub it off until your lips are sore, the next morning your lips will be stained. So that's just something that I have to mention. And obviously, as I've applied quite a few lipsticks now, my lips are definitely stained. So you're going to see more and more foundation covering them so that I can show it to you guys properly. So this shade is called Plain Jane. It's like a pinky red. This one is my favourite out of all the ones that I've bought. So this is Plain Jane. Not so plain. Great name for this lipstick. Because you're thinking, oh, Plain Jane, it must be quite a boring plain shade. It's so not. Look at it. I love this colour. It's so gorgeous. It is definitely my favourite one. So now I'm going to wipe off this one and I'm going to show you the last and final one, which was Tomboy, that you saw me wearing at the beginning of the video. But as I said, I'd had it on for a couple of hours, so I want you to see what the colour looks like freshly applied. And this shade is called Tomboy and it's a very dull, muted purple shade. So this is Tomboy, the lipstick I was wearing at the beginning of the video. What do you guys think? See, I love these. I love these liquid lipsticks that are not liquid lipsticks, but whatever you want to call them, they're great. They look matte, but as the day goes on, they become even more matte, but they still retain that comfortable feeling that you don't get from any other liquid lipstick. I would definitely say this is a very unique formula to Makeup Geek, and I'm really, or not just to Makeup Geek, in the actual makeup industry as a whole. Obviously, I haven't ever tried every single liquid lipstick out there because I ain't got an endless budget, but these are the best that I have tried so far. I think they are excellent plush matte lipsticks. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Have you bought these? Are you going to get them? What are your thoughts? What do you think about Makeup Geek? I love Makeup Geek personally. I think that they can do no wrong. I told you I wasn't a fan of the creams that they've come out with. They bleed all over the place, so they're just not great. But these, I'm definitely going to get more. I think that they need to expand the range a little bit because when I was picking them myself, I found a lot of them to be quite samey. There's not enough nudes in there. I'd really like to see a few more nudes, and because it is new still, it is a new concept to Makeup Geek, they will hopefully expand their product line of these plush mattes in the near future. So that's it. So I hope you guys are great. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you guys are fabulous and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.